Do you want to knock it out of the park at your next big event? Do you have a special occasion where you know you need to level up and look your best? Do you have a professional commitment where it really requires you to rise and shine? I have developed the ultimate dress up checklist that can help absolutely everyone look their best, feel their best, and really have the time of their life. And I'm going to share it here with you. Because no matter how much or how little you think you have, we can all have some style. Welcome, my name is Mosha Lundström Halbert. I'm a fashion journalist and style expert. And I truly believe that what you wear is self-care. This channel discusses all matters of personal style and helps you find yours. So forget trends, lose the logos, burn the chinos, and experiment and evolve. Let's wear the clothes and not let them wear us. I want to inspire you to dress in a way that feels authentically you, because that is true style. So if you're looking for a channel that tells you you need to buy something, change something about yourself, be someone else, this is not that. If you're looking to accompany me as I personally continually grow, expand, and explore my personal style and hope to take you along on that journey and inspire you to do the same, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. It's going to be a wild ride. So if that interests you, go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel, Have Some Style. We are going to be exploring all of this together. And make sure that while I'm speaking, you feel free to be diving into the comment section with your questions, with your queries, with your comments, whatever it is. It might even inspire another video of Have Some Style, and I'd love to engage with you there and answer any questions you might have. So ready to dive in how to nail dressing up every time? This is actually one of my favorite topics. It's something I think a lot about, and I actually think even more about it now these days because these events, these occasions, they're fewer and far between, and we were deprived of them for so long. So when one does fall into our lap, when that waxed seal invite arrives, don't you wish all invites had a wax seal? I know I do. You want to be grateful and show up and bring your best self to the occasion. You don't want to just RSVP, meh, RSVP, maybe, RSVP, okay. You want to RSVP, yes, your best, truest, most beautiful, whatever that means for you, self, arriving in that space, in that room, and completely owning it because you feel like yourself, but leveled up. That's what we're trying to achieve here. That's what I try to achieve when I get dressed up every now and then. And I do love the exercise of getting dressed up. It really is like a muscle that you need to practice and flex. So for you and for me, I want you to buckle up because I have created really a checklist of the 20 things that I believe are key when it comes to dressing up, showing up, and being your best self. Number one, you need to decide if you're going to rent, borrow, buy, or steal. I don't know, but one of those categories. Oh, you might have it custom made. That's another option too. Figure out, is it a budgetary concern? If so, you might want to rent. You could also buy secondhand. You can get a lot of bang for your buck. I'm going to be providing links down below of some great options for renting and consignment and secondhand designer as well for special occasions. Renting is also great in terms of like the circular economy and something that you know that you might not wear again and again. Trying something a bit different that's out of your comfort zone or that's highly memorable and not something you're going to be able to wear again and again. When I am purchasing something for an event, I do try to think about investing in something that is spectacular but also versatile. When I find those two things combined, I get really excited. So an example of that might be, ooh, this dress is going to look great at this party with this heel and these jewels, but you know what? I could also wear that with like a pair of chunky boots and a little jacket over top on a Friday night out for dinner, as an example. So you're really maximizing your spend on whatever you're getting. If you can borrow something from someone else, be it a designer, if you're lucky enough to have those relationships and you can fit into a sample size. I've certainly had instances where I borrowed from designers and like I borrowed this amazing Oscar de la Renta dress. I'll pull up a picture here for the Toronto International Film Festival once, and it didn't fit me. I couldn't zip it up the back because Oscar de la Renta's samples are like a size 2, like a small 2, and I'm a good 4-6 depending on the day and the designer. I didn't care. I was wearing that dress to this Amphar gala at TIFF with Diana Ross. I'm sorry, I was wearing it. And so I found like a bolero fringy jacket that I wore over top so that you couldn't see that my dress couldn't zip up the back. Like, we make do when a special dress falls into our lap, right? And maybe you have someone else in your life that you are similar size and style sensibility from, that you can actually borrow things so that you can kind of maximize each other's wardrobes, especially when it comes to special occasion. Number 2 is get all of the event details. I want you to obsessively research. I'm telling you, like, get granular here. What is the flooring? What is the lighting? Will you be sitting? Is there a commute? I don't like to wear something that's going to wrinkle. If I know that I'm going to the Kentucky Derby and I'm in Lexington and I'm going to Louisville, that's how you say it, on the 1-hour bus ride there, had never been. Thankfully, I was wearing a knit dress, so it didn't wrinkle. So when I got out of the car, I didn't look like just Crease City. That's another really important thing to think about. Other event details that I urge you to consider: the time of day. That is key. That also indicates the level of formality traditionally. And you want to make sure if you're going to wear something, sometimes certain occasions also too, start in the daytime and go into evening. Like, you need to find a look that transitions into both. Something that you're going to feel appropriate in the daytime, but that's going to phase into a more evening setting. The lighting. I will Google locations and figure out exactly the space that we're going to be in. Look at the lighting that's going to be there. The seating options. Is this an event where you're going to be sat most of the time? If so, I'm wearing the highest heel I have. I don't care. If it's an event where I'm going to be traipsing around different locations, there's multiple activities, I don't know. I might bring a change of shoes if that's an option and there's a place to stow them out of sight, or I might wear a lower heel or even a flat. But it's really good to know these things. Don't put yourself in a position where you're in flats and everyone else is in some crazy heel and you feel out of place, or the alternative where you're in a very uncomfortable shoe and you're putting a damper on the occasion because you can't move in the same way. Nobody has time for that. The flooring, is it grass? Is it wood? Is it concrete? All of these things play a big part in your shoes, which are really key. Like, I've left events before because my shoes hurt and I had to go change my shoes and then come back. If you get the shoes wrong, you get your night wrong. The climate, is it super humid where I am or is it super dry? This will impact the decision around materials. The weather, check the weather. What is the weather calling for? Do I have a rain plan? I went to a wedding once with a Patagonia like windbreaker over my silk gown because I could stuff the Patagonia into nothing into my little evening bag, and I found it in a chic color that actually matched my gown so that if we were outside and it did start to rain, I had a little situation that I could just pop over top. You need to think about these things. Also, it had a hood in case it really did downpour and I needed to protect my hair. The activities, like, what are you going to be expected to do there? Is there going to be a lot of walking? Are there going to be steps? Is there going to be dancing? Is there going to be any kind of activity that is going to affect, you know, your consideration of what to wear, how you can move both in your shoes and your clothing? If you are too hot or too cold, you're not going to have fun. You're going to be uncomfortable. So really think about that. If you're someone who runs cold, have a contingency plan of wearing something that's a warmer material or bringing some kind of layer, or bring a hand warmer. That's another thing that stylists always do. We bring on shoots, hand warmers. No one has to see it and you're getting some coziness. Really think about all these things so you're setting yourself up for success. Preparation is key. You spend time meticulously going through all of these elements and then you can just set it and forget it and have a great night or day. Identify roles and goals. What are you meant to do at this event? Are you the plus one? Are you the star of the show? Are you meant to support someone whose big event it is? Are you amongst everyone you know, or are you amongst strangers? Are you wanting to really make an impact and have everyone notice you? Or are you wanting to be a little bit more anonymous? Are you wanting something in between? Figure out like what your roles and goals are for this event and get really clear about that. My next step is I would write down these key goals and objectives. What are you hoping to get out of this occasion? What do you want people to feel? What do you want to feel? How do you want to look? Write that down. Just give yourself some like mood board keywords. You could also make a mood board on Pinterest. That's a great thing to do as well too, if you're trying to really vision out exactly the execution of how you would like to look and really get some inspo and dive deep. Begin the hunt early. It's Murphy's Law that when you're looking for something you need, you can't find it. Oftentimes you'll find things when you don't need them, which is why you want to begin the hunt always early. And another thing is, if you see something when you're least expecting it, when you don't have an occasion, when you don't have a date on the calendar, and it is calling to you, it is speaking to you, if you can, just get it. I always say that you'll always find an occasion for it, but alternatively, trying to find the right thing to wear for an occasion can get trickier and more pressurized as you get closer to the date. You can often get pressured into spending more than you wanted to, getting something that isn't really you, and other similar mistakes that are going to deter you from your main objectives and goals. Once you get all your options, try them on and get photos and videos of yourself from different angles so that you can fully appreciate, like not everyone's going to be seeing you exactly front on or exactly from the side. Get a 360 perspective of how that looks and make sure that you like how that looks on you, on your body from all angles. Because remember, it's a first impression and it's a last impression that you're leaving on people by what you wear. Allow for alterations. If it's something that you own, do yourself a favor and take it to a tailor. Even if it is just a half an inch, that can make all the difference. If it's a little bit here, a little bit there, especially if it's going to prevent you from adjusting yourself all night, which I think can ruin even the chicest of looks because it indicates that you're not comfortable in what you wear and that it doesn't fit you properly. And if it fits correctly, that is half the battle. Next is ensure you have the right undergarments. I'm going to be leaving some links below of some brands that are great resources. You also need the right styling tools. It's great to have a drawer at home that is just like your styling kit. I'm going to do another video that's just on that, but make sure if you need wardrobe tape, you have that. If you need safety pins, you have those. Like get all your tools ready so that you can make sure that what you're wearing really looks its best and isn't held back or down, or that you have some kind of wardrobe malfunction that the simplest of tools can fix for you. Next is nail your shoes. Your handbag is less important. No one says about someone at an event, oh my God, like, did you see how great they looked because of their handbag? Like nobody says that, but a shoe can really change your whole appearance. Don't wear a shoe you've never worn before. Test drive it first, especially if it's a long event, and make sure that you wear great shoes. Because also, I've met so many fun, cool people because they liked my shoes or I liked theirs and we start up a conversation. Like, shoes can be a party trick. Don't underestimate the power of shoes. Next is really perfect and whittle down your accessories, especially when it comes to dressing up. I don't know. I kind of think that accessories serve you better for more casual occasions. Like that fabulous statement bag or jewelry can really amplify like daytime looks or your more casual wear. But when it comes to dressing up, accessories, I really believe less is more. It doesn't mean you need tiny little minuscule unnoticeable accessories, but I think it creates more of an impact and it feels more intentional if you don't wear every accessory, but you really choose clear, concise, powerful accessories so that the message is very direct. You'll see celebrities sometimes in the red carpet, they'll have a beautiful dress on, but then if they've got like, it's the earring, the necklace, and the belt, and the bag, and the thing, it's too much. It's a distraction. So make sure your accessories are complementing but not competing with your look is essentially what I'm saying. Okay, whether you're doing your hair and makeup yourself or you're getting it done professionally, have a mood board, have very clear references on people that have similar features to you and similar coloring. That is very important. And similar hair type, similar skin type, so that you can show the professionals or show yourself and refer back to when you're trying to recreate these looks. I personally have like a rule of thumb for me. It's very rare that I will get my hair and makeup done for the same occasion. I tend to feel like I bring my best self when I get my hair done and do my own makeup, or get my makeup done and do my own hair. There's something that feels just extra effortless and chic when there's one element that isn't like just done by a professional. That's what I like to do. Get your nails done in advance. That can take a really long time. Get it done the day or a couple days before so that they're still fresh, but that you're not sucking up time, hours sometimes the day of, trying to get your nails done and then rushing and not getting enough time to do your hair and makeup, or pay attention to those little details that are really going to make or break the look. Next, I have a few things to help you level up, like your level up toolkit. These are things like Glotion. Okay, you can make your own. Take some illuminator and some body lotion, mix it. Get one that's already pre-mixed. I've linked some below that are great and won't really transfer onto your clothes. Like, have that element. You don't need to do full body makeup, but you could, if you wanted, of glow on the areas of skin that are exposed. Have wardrobe tape on the ready and in your bag. Have pins. Have breath mints. Have a bang comb or a hair comb. I never go anywhere without a bang comb. Make sure you have the right lip product and lip balm already in your bag. Snacks too. You gotta have snacks. Always take some like nuts or a little peanut butter packet or dried fruit or something in your bag, especially for these longer events. You never know if they're gonna have food for you or how long it's gonna take to get the food. Next tip is take a bath. On the day of a big event, I think it's so nice to build this ritual in. You will look and feel more relaxed and glowy and plump and juicy and gorgeous and refreshed when you take a bath and get all that moisture in your skin prior to your event. And it just sets the tone. Make it a whole thing. Light some candles, play some music, like have that pretty woman or pretty dude moment for yourself. Next, have a playlist. Like, make a playlist for yourself of getting ready music that's getting you in the mood. Figure out what that is for you. I've created a playlist down below that is what I like to listen to get kind of like hyped up, feeling fun, feeling a little sexy, and feeling like I'm ready to just show up and arrive and be joyous. This music is my hype man. Practice your poses and shoot yourself from all angles. Before you go out the door, make sure you build in time to test out your signature poses based on your outfit for the night. Everyone must do this. He, she, they, everyone. I don't care. These days, we're all being documented. There's photos being taken constantly at everything. I find it can really help, especially when they're not even your photos, you don't have control over, where they're going. We've all been there when you see a photo of yourself and you're like, what the hell was I doing? It's often an afterthought, but really thinking about what looks best in this. Oh, this has a slit, so I'm going to stick my leg out, Angelina Jolie style. I'm going to test this in the mirror first. I'm going to take some test shots. Oh, you know what? The most beautiful detail of this is on the back, so that's how I'm going to be posing and everything. Oh, you know what? I really think my body looks best when I put my arms like this in this piece. Oh, I need to give myself a little shape. This is a little voluminous. I'm going to have my hands on my hips. Whatever it is, test out your poses in advance so that when someone does turn a camera on you, you're ready. You're fully prepared. You don't have to think about it. You're not getting that like weird like tension in your face. No, you're completely at ease. You've practiced this. You have default poses to turn to. And then you're going to be so much more pleased when you see the footage from that event, and you're going to have those photos, you're going to have those memories, and you're going to want to share it because you're going to look like you were having a fun time because you were, and you weren't so concerned about how you looked because you know how you look. You tested it out in advance and you look great. My last 2 tips. Number 1 is the day of, eat healthy. Exercise if you can, like sweat, get out some of those endorphins and tension, get a massage if you can, like really treat yourself with kindness and take care of yourself, especially if it's going to be a long day. And also think about what you're consuming. Consume things that don't make you bloat, don't upset your stomach, aren't difficult to digest, give you energy, don't make you crash and burn. Like, what are those healthy, nourishing things that you can give yourself the day of events? I know for me, that's like lots of liquids, lots of greens. Eggs are often great, like for good protein that will fill me for a long period of time. Nuts, lots of healthy fats, avocado, That's what I love to eat the day of an event, and it just like keeps me sustained. You got to think of yourself sometimes in these situations like you're an athlete. Like you got to eat the right things for your race day. You know, you can't be like crushing a stack of pancakes and French fries and pizza and chicken wings and then expect to feel like your best and look your best. No, you're not going to the day of. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. And lastly, if you remember nothing else, it's this. Have fun, laugh, compliment others, make jokes, pretend other people's jokes are funny. Be the type of guest that you would love to have at your own event or party. Be the life of the party. Rise to the occasion. Even if you have to fake it to make it sometimes at first, which sometimes we do. You know, there can be stressful moments getting ready and getting something in the traffic. When you arrive, let that all go and walk into that space as your truest, best, most beautiful, most fun, most generous self, and you will be amazed what can happen. I know I was. I mean, the night I met my now husband, it was like 12 or 13 years ago. He only came over and spoke to me. I didn't even notice him. He came over and spoke to me because of my outfit. I was at a costume party and it was a 60s space age theme, and I was wearing a plastic dress. It was half black and it was half white, kind of like go-go style. My hair's in a bouffant. I had watched a YouTube tutorial on how to do makeup, kind of like Edie Sedgwick. And I really thought about my look and I wanted to have fun. I wanted to embrace the theme. I was having fun. It was for a good cause. I was so happy. Hello, if I hadn't worn that dress, we wouldn't be here today. So if I leave you with nothing else, it's never forget you could be one event, one party, one function, one thing that someone drags you to that you never wanted to go to, away from meeting the greatest person of your life, from having the night of your life, from getting a new job, from going on a new adventure, from creating memories that you'll never forget. And that all comes down to you. So if you take nothing else from this, I want you to rise to the occasion. We're so lucky to be invited to things that people want us at their events, in their space, celebrating life's major milestones. Bring your best, most beautiful, most true and authentic and celebratory self to those events. And I guarantee you'll look amazing and you'll feel amazing and you'll create memories that will last a lifetime. So if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe below, ring the bell so you can stay updated. I've got lots of other videos that I've just started and that are coming in the pipeline that are all about this spirit of motivating you and encouraging me as well to be our best selves and really hone in on our personal style. Don't forget to pop all your questions down below. I will answer them all, and they might just inspire a future segment of Have Some Style. Be sure to follow me at Mosha Lundström on Instagram and at Friend in Fashion on TikTok for more tips, tricks, advice. You'll also be kept up to date on future videos so you can see about all the work that I'm doing in this space. I also have a family business called Therma Kota. We're a sustainable zero waste brand of shearling. We make outerwear and home goods. It's a super fulfilling family initiative and project, and I'd love for you to check it out and support it as well. I thank you so much for tuning in, and just remember, if you take nothing else away from this, it's that you too can have some style. Take care, everyone.